Outreach Coordinator for VCALG, and today I'll be walking you through the TMDL module in Clearwater. So the first thing you'll do is log in. So you log into Clearwater and you'll see your contact details on the dashboard, and you'll just want to go through and make sure that everything looks right. All your contact info is updated, and then if anything needs to be changed, you can go and click the edit button, update any info that you notice needs to be updated, and then just make sure to save your changes when you're done. So once you're done with that, we can navigate over to the TMDL tab. Okay, and the first thing you'll see here is the directions page. So here you'll see a link to the TMDL 101 workshop recording, which will be a deep dive into TMDLs if you want to learn more. And then we'll also have the FAQ link if you need to see frequently asked questions and answers regarding TMDLs, NOI submission, and track selection. To begin the process of submitting your NOI, we can navigate to the left side of the screen and click step 1, which is NOI selection. Okay, so now that we are in the NOI selection tab, you will see this directions box up top, and you'll want to make sure to read through that. And then we can go down to section 1, enrollee information. So again, you'll just want to verify that all of your enrollee information looks correct, as this is what will be reflected on your NOI that you submit to the regional board. And after that, you can find section 2, parcel track selection. So this is where you will see all of your parcels that were affected by the TMDLs. And then we can see in this scenario that we have two landowners. So we have Test Company and John, and we can expand on those two by clicking the arrow. So once you expand on that, you will see that Test Company has 2 parcels, which we can also expand on, and then John has 1 parcel. So we have 3 total parcels that were affected by TMDLs. You can see that the first landowner, we have the TMDL column, which is the TMDL that was triggered. So we have McGrath Lake and Ventura River watershed algae TMDL. Then we have the constituent that exceeded, and then the track 1 and track 2 columns is where you will make your selection. So same thing for the second landowner. And then if we go to this information icon, you can click on that to find more information on what track 1 and track 2 mean. So when you open that up, you'll get a pop-up and you'll see track 1, which is ultimately the default compliance pathway that is available to all landowners and growers. And this pathway is essentially edge of field sampling, and you will be required to submit a monitoring and reporting plan to the regional board. And then we have track 2, which is an opt-in pathway available only to those who are in good standing. And this consists of an implementation-based pathway where you will work with a professional to develop a management practice plan. So once you read that information, we can exit out of that. And then you'll notice that in the first landowner, so for Test Company, you will see that the track 2 column is grayed out and you can't click there. So this means that this landowner was not eligible for track 2 selection. Meanwhile, you can see that the landowner, John, does have options for track 1 or track 2, meaning that he is in good standing. So to see why, we can go back to the parcels tab, and you'll see that the parcel that belongs to John is in good standing as it is enrolled, and the farm evaluation survey is complete. And then you'll see that the other 2 parcels that belong to the first landowner, one of them is not enrolled and the farm evaluation survey is not complete, so this disqualifies this landowner from track 2. So if you notice that you are not eligible for track 2 and you want to be, you can go into Clearwater, you can check if your farm evaluation survey is complete and make sure that all of your parcels are enrolled. And then if you are still not eligible, you can contact us and we'll help set you up with a plan to make sure you get your track 2 eligibility. So we can go back to step 1, NOI selection. So I navigated back to section 2 of the NOI selection tab, and you can see again our landowner, our parcels, and then this is when we will begin to make our track selections. As we saw, Test Company, this first landowner was not eligible for track 2. So we will just go through and select track 1 for each of these parcels. And then for John, we will go ahead and select track 2. and you can either use this big button up here that's a select track 1 for all, or you can go through and individually click per parcel. So once you make your selections, you will want to confirm here. So once you click confirm selection, you will get this pop-up, and it's just confirming that a NOI will be generated based on this track selection. And I also just want to note that once you submit your NOI to the water board, your track selection is final and cannot be changed unless there is a change in land ownership. So once you've confirmed this section, we can close that out. And the next step is step 2, NOI submission. Now we are in the NOI submission page, and again, you will have directions up here that you want to make sure to read through. And then we will find our NOI submission table. So you will see here an NOI document name. Clearwater will generate a unique document name based on each NOI, and then you'll also see your landowner information, your track selection, your submission deadline, and your plan deadline. So we can expand on each of these NOIs, and you can see that the first one is for landowner test company, and you'll see there are 2 parcels, and then we'll have John and his single parcel. So we'll want to download each NOI here. So we can click download, and this will generate a PDF of your NOI. So once you are here, you'll want to just make sure that you scroll through and make sure that everything looks correct. So again, just confirming your enrollee information. You'll see your affected parcels, your the TMDL, the constituent that exceeded, whether this was during a dry or wet weather event, and then we can navigate to page 2 up top. Then we'll have section 3, the enrollee standing. Section 4 is your track selection. And then we have section 5, certification. And this is a really important aspect of the NOI, as this is where you are certifying that the landowner has signed off on this NOI and the track selections that were chosen. And so while a grower can submit and fill out these NOIs, the landowner ultimately needs to be the one who signs off on these, as compliance falls to the landowner. So once we have a signature there, we can go to page 3. And this is the instructions for submitting the NOI. And this is also really important because you have to directly submit your NOI to the regional board, and you can either do that via mail or email. So it'll have the instructions in here. And once you're done with that, we can go ahead and save this NOI. We recommend saving it as a PDF. So that's what we'll do here. Perfect. Okay, so we'll go back to our Clearwater portal. So once you are back in the portal, you will want to click on the upload button. You will get a pop-up, and you just must confirm that the landowner has signed off. You're acknowledging that your track selection is final and cannot be changed unless there is a change in land ownership. And then the other important part with uploading is that you must submit your NOI to the water board before you upload on Clearwater. If you read here where you input the date, it's the date that you sent your NOI to the regional board. So you're confirming all this information, and then we'll select the little calendar icon and you will choose a date, which is the date that you sent your NOI to the water board, and then we'll hit next. And you will select your NOI from your file explorer. So we have that here. So once you're done with that, you will have submitted your NOI, and you will be able to download a signed NOI. So you'll know it's in Clearwater, and you can re-access it if needed. So as you can see, Test Company has submitted their NOI. They're able to download a copy of their signed NOI. So now you would just go through the exact same process with the John NOI. So you would upload and go through all that. And then once you're done, you will have submitted your NOI. And in the near future, Clearwater will have full functionality built in with the plan upload and the deadline tracker tabs. For the plan upload, you will be able to upload either your track 1 MRP or your Track 2 MPP, and then the deadline tracker will help you stay on top of your compliance milestones. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming soon. If you have any more questions or need any assistance with uploading or submitting your NOIs, please feel free to contact our office via email or phone. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.